Have you ever noticed that some people are completely absent from social media, or they're active but never actually show their face? While millions of us are posting selfies and life updates daily, there's a growing group of people who consciously choose to stay off camera. Today, we're diving into the fascinating psychology behind this choice and what it reveals about personality, values, and how we relate to the digital world. Number 1. They value privacy as a form of power. The first psychological factor is control. People who avoid posting photos often see privacy as something valuable that shouldn't be given away freely. In a world where our data is constantly harvested and our images can be used in ways we never intended, keeping your face off social media is an act of autonomy. These individuals recognize that once something is online, you lose control over it. It can be screenshotted, shared, taken out of context, or even used to train AI models. By not posting, they're maintaining power over their own image and narrative. There's also a deeper philosophical element here. The idea that not everything needs to be shared or validated by others. For these people, privacy isn't about having something to hide. It's about having something worth protecting. Number 2. Lower need for external validation. Psychologically, many people who don't post photos have a lower dependence on external validation. Social media thrives on likes, comments, and followers. Little dopamine hits that tell us we're seen, liked, and valued. But some people simply don't need that feedback loop. Their self-esteem comes from internal sources like personal achievements, relationships, or values, rather than how many people double-tap their photo. Research shows that people with higher self-esteem and secure attachment styles are less likely to engage in attention-seeking behavior online. If you already feel good about yourself, you don't need hundreds of strangers to confirm it. This doesn't mean they're antisocial or insecure, quite the opposite. They're often confident enough not to need public affirmation. Number 3. Awareness of social comparison and mental health. Number 3 is a big one. Mental health awareness. Studies have consistently shown that social media can fuel anxiety, depression, and feelings of inadequacy through constant social comparison. People who avoid posting photos are often hyper-aware of this trap. They've either experienced it themselves or observed it in others and made a conscious choice to opt out. By not posting, they avoid the comparison game, both being compared to others and comparing themselves. They're not measuring their worth by curated highlight reels. There's also the flip side. They don't want to contribute to someone else's feelings of inadequacy. Some people feel it's inauthentic or even unkind to present a polished, perfect version of life that doesn't reflect reality. So they just step away from the whole performance. Number 4. Introversion and preference for authentic connection. Personality plays a huge role here. Introverts in particular tend to avoid posting photos more than extroverts. This isn't about shyness. It's about where they get their energy and how they prefer to connect. Introverts often find superficial, public interactions draining. They'd rather have deep, meaningful conversations with a few close friends than broadcast their life to hundreds of acquaintances. For them, social media feels performative and exhausting. Posting a photo and managing the social expectations that come with it, responding to comments, maintaining an image, can feel like work. They prefer real-world connections where the interaction feels genuine and reciprocal, not one-sided or transactional. Their absence from social media isn't rejection of people. It's a preference for quality over quantity in relationships. Number 5. Fear of judgment or past negative experiences. Let's be honest. Some people don't post because they're afraid of judgment. Maybe they've experienced cyberbullying, harsh criticism, or embarrassing moments online. Once you've been burned by the internet, it makes sense to be cautious. Social anxiety can also play a role. The thought of being perceived, critiqued, or misunderstood by others can be paralyzing. For some, it's not even about specific trauma. It's just the general awareness that people can be cruel online, and they'd rather not expose themselves to that possibility. There's also the fear of permanence. A bad photo, an awkward caption, a moment you later regret. It can follow you forever. People who are particularly conscientious or risk-averse may decide the potential downsides simply aren't worth it. Number 6. Philosophical or countercultural stance. Finally, some people avoid posting photos as a form of rebellion or principle. They reject the culture of oversharing, the commodification of personal life, and the idea that your worth is tied to your online presence. They see social media as a distraction from real living, a tool that's designed to addict us and sell our attention to advertisers. For them, staying off camera is a statement. I won't participate in this system. I refuse to let algorithms dictate my self-worth. It's a form of digital minimalism, choosing to live more intentionally with less noise and more presence. And honestly, there's something admirable about that. So whether it's about privacy, mental health, personality, or principle, people who don't post their photos on social media are making a deliberate choice in a world that constantly asks us to share everything. And maybe, just maybe, they're onto something.